College player caught on video. Police say punching a referee in the face. Now facing a felony charge. Tonight, his side of the story.
This is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas, and we begin with that breaking news on Hillary Clinton's health. It began this morning at a 9/11 memorial event at Ground Zero here in New York. Clinton leaving abruptly in the middle of the ceremony. A moment later, this video showing her wobbling, then appearing to fall. Her staff helping to lift her into the van, and her van taking her to her daughter's apartment. The campaign saying she felt overheated. Then 2 hours later, emerging with a smile and a wave saying she's much better. But a short time ago, a new statement from her doctor saying Clinton is recovering nicely, but revealing for the first time she had been diagnosed with pneumonia. Our Dr. Besser standing by, but let's start with ABC's Cecilia Vega with the fast-moving developments.
Tonight, that video showing Hillary Clinton leaving New York's 9/11 memorial early. Clinton seen stumbling. As she loses her footing, aides and Secret Service agents surround her. They hold her up and help her into a waiting van and drive her to daughter Chelsea's apartment. But late this afternoon, new revelations about Clinton's health. Her doctor saying she was diagnosed with pneumonia on Friday. Quote, she was put on antibiotics and advised to rest and modify her schedule. At that ceremony, Clinton became overheated and dehydrated.
How are you feeling,
Great. 2 hours after that episode at the memorial, Clinton seen outside daughter Chelsea's home, where she greeted a young girl and avoided questions about exactly what happened.
What happened? It's a beautiful day in New York.
Clinton wearing those same sunglasses during the morning ceremony. She had been scheduled to attend the entire service. Instead, she stayed for about an hour, and then that episode. At Chelsea's apartment, aides say Clinton played with her grandchildren. And tonight, the 68-year-old Democratic nominee is back home in Chappaqua. This is not Clinton's first health scare. In 2012, she fainted at home and hit her head, suffering a concussion. At the time, her aides and State Department staffers downplayed the severity of the injury. It turns out Clinton had double vision and wore special glasses. It took her 6 months to make a full recovery. As for a Labor Day coughing fit, Clinton blaming it on allergies, but her doctor now says an exam because of that cough led to the pneumonia diagnosis.
Every time I think about Trump, I get allergic.
On the campaign trail, Donald Trump turning Clinton's health into a recurring attack line.
She doesn't have the strength or the stamina. And you know what? We can be nice and politically correct, and we can say, we don't have the time anymore, folks.
And Clinton brushing off those attacks.
I'm not concerned about the conspiracy theories. There are so many of them, I've lost track of them.
And Cecilia joins us live now. Cecilia, so many questions still about Clinton's health, but her campaign has not released her medical records. In light of today, will they?
Well, Tom, her campaign has been tight-lipped about so much today, and they have not yet said whether they will release her medical records. Donald Trump, I will remind you, has not released his yet either. Hillary Clinton's doctor did say today that she is recovering nicely. She was advised to modify her schedule. Tom, no word yet on whether she will cancel any campaign stops coming up this week. Tom?
We'll stay on top of this story. All right, Cecilia, thank you. ABC's chief health and medical editor, Dr. Richard Besser, is here. And Rich, what can we learn from that first video of Hillary Clinton leaving the 9/11 memorial and then later leaving her daughter's apartment?
Well, you see her being helped into the van. There's someone under each arm. She doesn't appear to be able to walk on her own. What's reassuring to me as a doctor is that 2 hours later, she was able to go outside and greet people. You wouldn't expect to see that if it was from a serious medical problem.
Hillary Clinton is 68 years old. How serious is pneumonia for someone her age?
Well, you know, it depends on the type. Some types of pneumonia are very serious, some are very mild, and some are even contagious. What we don't know here is what's causing this, but clearly she's been able to go out and campaign.
Richard Besser for us tonight. Doctor, thank you so much. Let's turn now. That incident this morning wasn't her first stumble this weekend. She was already on defense after referring to half of Trump's supporters as, quote, a basket of deplorables. And our latest poll shows the race is tightening, 46 to 41 against Donald Trump. But that's a tie within the margin of error. ABC political analyst Matt Dowd joins me now. And Matt, whatever her recovery be, what will the political damage be?
Well, we're in, as you say, Tom, we're in a very close race nationally, and in all the key electoral states, it's very close. To me, right now, it's a good news, bad news situation for Hillary Clinton. The good news is the basket of deplorables thing is in the rearview mirror. The bad news is this is a pothole that's opened up, and the problem for her, it feeds two storylines of Donald Trump. One, about her health. Does she have the stamina? It feeds that storyline. But secondly, it feeds the storyline, is she transparent and is she open? The only way to fix this problem is light is the best disinfectant, is to be more transparent. But we have seen two candidates not be very transparent in the course of this race.
Matt Dowd for us tonight. Matt, thank you for your analysis. And as we said, Hillary Clinton was at the memorial for the 9/11 victims at the site where the Twin Towers once stood, marking the event with flowers, flags, and the reading of the nearly 3,000 names. President Obama spoke at the ceremony at the Pentagon. Family members of Flight 93 victims touching the wall in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. But the day touched Americans everywhere, from Virginia to Kansas to Afghanistan. ABC's David Wright is in the shadow of One World Trade tonight.
Today at Ground Zero, one toll of the bell and silence. Standing still for that moment 15 years ago when the first plane struck the North Tower. Then,
Gordon M. Ameth, Jr.
The endless list of names.
Chris Romeo Bechendet.
Nearly 3,000 names.
15 years may seem like a long time, but for the families who lost a piece of their heart that day, I imagine it can seem like just yesterday.
President Obama at the Pentagon.
Perhaps it's the memory of a last kiss given to a spouse, or the last goodbye to a mother or father.
The last words Fiona Havlish has from her husband was a voicemail from the 101st floor of the South Tower.
He said, "Sweetie, I'm trying to get out of the building. As soon as I get out, I'll call you on your cell. I love you. Bye."
You were probably just a little baby, huh?
Yeah, I was 3, almost 4.
That day sent a generation to war and raised the threat level here at home. The Havlish family found a way to move on, but flew back here from their new home in Colorado, determined to be here.
Donald G. Havlish, Jr.
It's a day of remembrance, but also a day of resolve.
It is, and it can also be a day of forgiveness. It can be a day of forgiveness.
They are two of the thousands of people whose lives abruptly changed that day, and the rest of us had little idea how much our world was about to change. The consequences still unfolding. Tom?
David Wright from Lower Manhattan tonight. David, thank you. We do move on now to the release of the gunman who tried to assassinate President Ronald Reagan back in 1981. John Hinckley Jr., a free man tonight with conditions. Here's ABC's Devin Dwyer.
Tonight, John Hinckley Jr. beginning a new chapter, seen here outside his mother's Virginia home, free 35 years after trying to assassinate President Reagan. The horror from 1981 on the minds of neighbors inside the gated community where Hinckley will live.
That person has always been a risk to society. He was a risk early, he's a risk now.
In recent years, Hinckley's been given unsupervised releases from his psychiatric hospital. In July, a federal judge ruled Hinckley is no longer a danger to himself or others.
Because Mr. Hinckley has shown the court that he can obey by the rules and regulations set out by the judge. It's time to try and see how he does on his own without coming back to St. Elizabeth.
Those rules include a ban on using social media and contacting any of his victims or their families. The court also forbidding Hinckley from Googling himself or researching weapons or porn. He also must continue therapy and be tracked by the GPS on his cell phone. Prosecutors insist Hinckley remains dangerous, claiming on one occasion he pretended to go to a movie but actually went to a bookstore to stare at books about presidential assassinations.
If Hinckley violates terms of his release, he could be sent back to the hospital. Tom?
Devin, thank you. Now to the urgent problem of those popular smartphones bursting into flames. We're learning more tonight about that recall of Samsung Galaxy Note 7s, and there's a special warning tonight for people on airplanes. Here's ABC's Gloria Riviera.
Tonight, the exploding cell phone battery that may have sparked this car fire, now triggering a new pre-flight warning across America.
Samsung Galaxy Note 7 phones are not to be charged or powered on during this flight.
Passengers on board several domestic carriers hearing a similar message about that Galaxy Note 7. The instructions coming straight from the FAA.
It's a little shocking and a little nerve-wracking, and now I'm also thinking about it when I get on my plane.
Samsung says so far there have been at least 35 reports of batteries exploding due to a faulty lithium-ion battery. Dangerous on the ground, and as tests show, a nightmare in the sky.
If one phone gets trapped in a seat, gets crushed, on fire, now the whole seat is on fire. And what you may or may not have is the ability to fight that fire.
So far, Samsung is not issuing a global recall, instead urging customers to exchange the device. Joni Barwick says hers exploded on her nightstand, filling her home with smoke.
The smoke was unbearable, black, thick smoke.
She knew about the issue, but
we were told, to wait for the replacement.
The government is urging owners not to turn on their phones or even to charge them. When it comes to enforcing that same rule on airplanes, experts say it would be up to passengers under the honor system to comply. Tom?
Gloria, thank you. From Connecticut tonight, an off-campus party that ended in injury after two crowded balconies collapsed to a crowded deck below. A fleet of ambulances lined up outside the house, more than 24 students treated for injuries. And as ABC's Eva Pilgrim reports, it's just the latest in a number of incidents like it in which students were hurt.
Chaos at an off-campus house party in Connecticut. Dozens injured when 3 decks packed with people collapsed.
We have 3 balconies that collapsed and people are trapped underneath.
The 3rd-story deck crashing down just after 11 in the middle of the crowded party, landing on the porch below. Then all collapsed onto the 1st floor, dozens trapped.
We were getting reports that people scattered and there was just debris on top of people.
Most students at nearby Trinity College, the college owning but not managing the 91-year-old house.
The 3rd floor, you look and you see a lot of the wood was rotted and very old and structurally not very sound, and then you get 50 or 60 kids out there.
We've seen this destructive combination before. Last year, this roof collapsed during the St. Patrick's Day college party in California, and 6 students were killed when this balcony collapsed from the 4th floor of an apartment building. In all, as many as 30 people taken to area hospitals with minor injuries, officials saying it is a miracle no one was killed in this accident.
Trinity College confirming to ABC News they own the property, but at this point they aren't sure when it was last inspected. Tom?
Eva, thank you. Let's head to a developing story out of Florida now. A teen already facing charges for impersonating a doctor is now being accused of identity theft and fraud. Tonight, Malachi Love Robinson, who called himself Dr. Love, is under arrest in Virginia for allegedly trying to buy a luxury car with fraudulent documents. ABC's Matt Gutman on the teen's latest brush with the law.
Tonight, the teen known as Dr. Love is back behind bars. 19-year-old Malachi Love Robinson was arrested in Virginia on Friday after allegedly attempting to purchase a luxury car using false documents. The teen made headlines after he was accused of illegally posing as a doctor.
This is the New Birthing Life Medical Center.
He was arrested in February after police say he gave a medical exam to an undercover officer. He's now awaiting trial after pleading not guilty to those charges. He sat down with ABC News shortly after being released from jail.
Is this all a misunderstanding?
Have you had training?
I have shadowed many doctors.
You're saying your training comprises shadowing other doctors, real doctors. That's your training in medicine.
Your training comprises of a lot of things.
When he allegedly attempted to purchase the $35,000 Lexus at this dealership in Stanford, Virginia on Friday, his application raised several red flags.
There's a lot of things that he was saying and doing that didn't add up.
And when employees performed an online search of Love Robinson, they found his previous arrest and called the police. Love Robinson was arrested at the dealership. Tonight, he's being held on new charges of fraud, this time with no bond. Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
We thank Matt for that report, and still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday. Flags on the field when a player appears to clock the ref. The controversial moment all caught on camera tonight, what the player is telling us. And the surprising outcome to this scary moment playing out behind the counter at this convenience store. 3 armed suspects, guns drawn, but you won't believe how this ends. And the out-of-control ferry full of passengers heading straight for this dock. We're back in a moment.
ABC World News Tonight, brought to you by Aleve.
When your pain reliever stops working, your whole day stops.
Try this.
But just one Aleve has the strength to